We're going to start a new unit. It's going to be on trigonometry. And for those of you who might wonder what trigonometry is the study of triangles. And this is going to be a very important part of your pre-calc class next year. So fortunately, we couldn't go in depth into these, but you will next year. So this is going to be just an introduction. So first of all, let's just go over here what they're asking you. It says finding coordinates of points on the unit circle. So the first thing I want to clarify right here is that this word unit circle refers to circles that have a radius of 1. That's all. All of the other circles are simply circles, but this circle, okay, that has a radius of 1, it's called a unit circle. And we're going to be looking, or you're going to be looking next year into more in depth into this, but for now, that's all you need to know. So a unit circle is a circle that has a radius of 1, therefore has a diameter of 2. So the question is, the x-coordinate of a point on the unit circle is 3/5. What does this tell you about where the point might be located or might lie on the unit circle? Find any possible y-coordinates of the point and plot them on the unit circle. So there are plenty of answers here. Well, plenty meaning 2. So first of all, we need to remind ourselves what are the signs of each quadrant. So in my first quadrant here, right here, I have positive and positive, here negative and positive, negative and negative, and positive and negative. So that means that if I want to have a point that is a positive x, I only have, if you look up here, I only have 2 options. So these are options quadrant 1 and quadrant 4. Remember that the way we look at the quadrant is counterclockwise, okay? So that means that we're going in this direction, instead of the other one. So I can simply say that, a point could be somewhere in here, okay, somewhere in there. Let's call that point A. But I can also argue that there could be another point down here, and that will be point B, because that it goes accordingly to what it's asking me here. So that's all they're asking you. They're just asking you to place like where this could be. Okay, next one. It says the y-coordinate of a point on the unit circle is negative 0.4. What does this tell you about where the point might lie on the unit circle? Find any possible x-coordinates of the point and plot them on the unit circle. So one more time, you need to check where is x negative. And there are only 2 places when that can happen. And that can happen negative, right here. It could happen right here in quadrant 2 or in quadrant, did I say the x? I'm sorry. The y-coordinate, it's negative. I'm sorry. The y-coordinate, it's negative on quadrant 3 and quadrant 4. So, sorry if I confuse you. I confuse myself too. So, quadrant 3 and right here, quadrant 3 and quadrant 4 is where y is negative. Now, it says, what does this tell you about where the point might lie on the circle? I'll just answer that. And then it says, find any possible x coordinates of the point and plot them on the unit circle. So my y is negative, so that means that I can just come and plot maybe a point right here. Okay, that could be a point there. I can call that point C. and then I can plot another point, okay, somewhere where the y is negative. That could be, I don't know, somewhere in there, and I could call that point D. So that's all they were asking you for this unit.